Hello, animal lovers. Thank you for joining me on another episode of Furthest from the Wild. I am your host, Alex Teo. A few months ago, I had the privilege to interview Leyton J Cougar, also known as the Wolf Daddy, and former director at Wild Spirit Wolf Sanctuary. On today's episode, we will be talking about wolf dog rescues, why they don't make good pets, and why we need more animal welfare education. I hope you enjoy the show, and don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification button. Enjoy. It's been, I think the last time we saw each other was literally a few weeks right before the a whole pandemic hit.
Yeah. Where did we see each other in California or?
Well, we did. We
we?
did the screening for the story of
Right.
Angel and Nazareth out in New Mexico. At the what was it, the
Jean Cocteau.
That's it. And I think it was like late February, and I think a few weeks after that, we ended up going into lockdown.
That's right.
We were just starting to roll out the tour for the series, and everything got locked down after that.
Yeah, it's been weird ever since then. But I'm hoping this stuff is going to clear out and that we can have a normal life.
Right. Absolutely. Definitely. Yeah. I mean, how was it with you guys? With you and the pandemic?
I until just a few weeks ago when I moved here,
Yeah.
I'm living in the middle of the woods, so it didn't affect me at all.
Right. Right.
I've done social distancing my whole life.
Right.
So, and living in the woods was, didn't make any really big difference. The only big difference was, trying to go to town and buy food.
Sure.
So,
So what has the Wolf Daddy been up to?
making some merchandise.
Awesome. All right. That's cool. That's cool.
And so what I'm trying to do is start up. I've been working on this since I was in New Mexico, but I'm trying to get my dog treat company going. So
Awesome.
I'm making Wolf Daddy dog treats, and just trying to figure out how to sell them, where to sell them, and all that sort of thing. So, but I moved here with my two dogs, so we're going to the beach every day.
Nice.
So we got the beach is 4 minutes away, and the mountains are 5 minutes away. So we're hitting mountain trails and beach trails, and pretty much I think we've been going to the beach every day. Of course, our beaches aren't like California beaches. Ours are cold.
Right.
But it's 90 something today, so it's really pretty.
Yeah. It's
And my dogs feel like wow, this is a whole new planet from being in the high desert all their life, and now going to the beach. So now they're excited when I park at the beach. They're like, "Woohoo, let's go!"
right. Yeah. That's awesome. So. Yeah, it's a little hot out here in California too. We're feeling that heat as well.
Yeah, there are a lot of scare tactics going on in the news about this killer heat wave, and I'm like, what are you talking about? For Washington State, it's a killer heat wave, but for the high desert in New Mexico, it's not a killer heat wave.
Yeah, that's a normal thing, right? Yeah.
How about you? How about your brother Sam? What's
Sam's
going on?
doing good. Yeah, he's there with the family. Everybody's doing good. We've been just trying to do more on Furthest from the Wild. We just recently did another episode from some New Guinea singing dogs.
Yeah, I try to keep track of you on Instagram, and I've seen the posts. So that's cool.
Yeah. Remember when you showed us the ones that what you guys had at Wild Spirit Wolf Sanctuary?
Yeah.
Yeah, very interesting dogs. So we did that where I just I did another podcast with one of the researchers that was out. Actually, one of the persons who kind of rediscovered them all over again.
In Papua New Guinea?
I believe is out there in Indonesia, I believe as well.
Okay.
Yeah, he was able to put trap cameras out there, and finally, last day of their research was they were able to capture a few photos. So that was exciting after nobody seeing them, no sightings in in years and stuff. So Yeah, so that was really interesting. So we've been kind of tackling that right now and trying to focus on that as well as continue educating the public as well. With what's going on as far as the whole animal trade and here and there. I mean, you know best. I mean, you dealt with wolves and wolf dogs for how many years now?
24
Wow.
years. Yeah, and I was excited when we were able to finally get some New Guinea singing dogs. I had inquired about them many years before we ever got them, and people were really hush hush
Yeah.
about it and really conservative on giving up any information. And I said, listen, I'm just here to rescue if there are any that are in
Right.
need of rescue. And I really got brushed off. And I heard of a big rescue that happened. Gosh, I've forgotten where now. I want to say Pennsylvania or somewhere where there was
That
hoarding
seems to
happening.
be that seems to be the
And
state that's happening with all those type of issues
yeah,
right now. Yeah.
and so I happened to be in the neighborhood when I heard about them, and I just said, hey, I'll gladly help out with transport, whatever you need. And they're like, they thought I was like trying to move in on their territory. But then it came around where 5 of those animals that were rescued from there ended up coming to Wild Spirit. And then I got that fabulous opportunity of meeting these incredible
Yeah.
little dogs that are so unique, so special. But now, now I see them really hitting the pet
Yeah.
market, so much so that some were even turned into humane societies. And that's like that just makes
Yeah.
me freak out because I hate for someone to just think it's a
Sure.
regular dog, being it as cute and little in a shelter, and then take it home and discover this is not your typical
Right.
puppy, right? This is a different kind of
Right.
animal that requires just a little bit more special interaction and
Sure. Yeah, that's
understanding.
something we've definitely have
So
been discovering, that it seems like it's starting to become a popular species, and they're starting to breed them, and people
yeah,
think that they'll make a cute little dog. I mean, they are adorable and they're cute. Don't get me wrong.
they are.
They'll melt your heart when you get right next to them. But they don't make good pets. They don't. They're not
Yeah.
they're not going to respond to your average domestic dog. And Leighton, you can probably talk more about that, especially since you've dealt with people trying to breed wolf dogs for many many years and keeping them as pets.
Yeah.
What have you learned from that?
Oh my gosh. I mean, I could probably write a huge
Sure.
volume of just, and the main thing is that there are no
Right.
two alike. Even in the same litter, rarely are you going to find 2 wolf dogs that have the same exact type of behavior, and they're not, and people don't understand they're
Sure.
not a breed. They're not a breed. Not like a Labrador or a Newfoundlander or some other dog breed where you have an expectation of behavior. When you're dealing with a wolf dog or any wild or semi-wild canid, the behavior is not going to be like
Right.
a retriever.
Sure.
Retrievers retrieve,
Sure.
pointers point. Shepherds herd, and that sort of thing. But when you're dealing with wolf dogs, there's no breed specific behavior except for the difficulty of
Right.
actually raising them.
Right.
And it takes a special
Sure.
type of person to be able to have a wolf dog in your home. And of course, there's so many degrees of wolf dog. Is it a high percentage? Is it low percentage? Is it And we always said at Wild Spirit Wolf Sanctuary that we have low content, mid content, and high content wolf dogs. And then what I called
Yeah.
the super high content, which means it's
Right.
really a wolf, even though it has dog in it. It's not going to
Right.
behave like a dog or even a
Right.
wolf dog.
Right.
Yeah.